Okay, so this video is not going to be easy to talk about, and you may find some of the images disturbing here, and we do have to give you this warning. But this is official content on YouTube, but also not just on YouTube and allowed to be on here, but promoted, celebrated, not only just by crazy individuals, but also by governments and tax-funded institutions like the CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Company, which is financed by its taxpayers, which is paying, and promoting this movie that is called Drag Kids. We just saw the trailer. Extremely disturbing. This was a documentary that went out on the documentary festival scene. It is now being played by the CBC. They wrote an article about it previously in 2018. This is the article here. This 9-year-old drag queen shows us how to slay. Again, the byline: transforming into a glamorous, voguing drag princess named Latacha. And this is absolutely disturbing on so many different levels. We're also going to talk about the scientific kind of backing of the way that makeup is used to promote seduction and sex. It's hard. This is not an easy video to talk about, Jason. So we just get into the trailer. So this needs to speak for itself. What we are seeing here, because this is on a new level of disturbing that needs to be addressed and needs to be talked about, even though it's extremely uncomfortable to do so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start playing it.
He'd live in sequins, he'd live in makeup. I think he'd like his life to be like that permanently.
Pause it.
Living on.
Pause it. That's a parent saying, I think he would like to live like that permanently. Talking about his kids running around in high heels. High heels, again, are meant to sexualize the human body and to show features of women and make them more prominent. Why are kids wearing high heels? I mean, that's wrong. This is absolutely wrong from the very beginning. Again, these parents are like, I think this is good. Again, this is what just the mainstream media has been pushing on you. The government now in Canada is pushing on you. And to me, it is absolutely wrong. Let's keep it going.
On the show bus with his dressing up and his makeup and going to the next gig. That would be him perfectly.
When you have somebody who's that focused and knows their own mind, it's kind of like you get to guide them, but you don't get to direct them.
Hold on. Pause it here. You see the manipulation. They're talking about, of course, drag queen pageants and performances of children, right? Now, in it's common knowledge that there's children's beauty pageants. And as a society, by large, we see them as disgusting, abusive, creepy, and parents living vicariously through their children, right? I don't like children's beauty pageants. I didn't like Honey Boo Boo. I didn't like how Honey Boo Boo was promoted on national television, on the national sphere. But now children dressing up in drag performances is somehow empowering. It's somehow great. Look what they're saying here. Look what the parents are saying. That will be him. I have to guide him, but I can't direct him. Well, you're seeing manipulation here. You're seeing parents manipulating their kids into something that is extremely creepy. It needs to be called out as creepy. And the people calling this out are being attacked. So we face a lot of attacks for even just talking about this. Let's keep it going.
I would love for Nemes to just be able to not have to explain why he's wearing lipstick or like why he's got nail polish on, or just to hang out with kids who totally get each other.
You know, some kids just don't understand where he's coming from.
Hold on. Kids aren't meant to be sexual. When you're putting on lipstick, you're sexually enhancing a child. You're not supposed to do that. Kids should hang out, but like this is why people are asking questions here, weird lady. Not because of any prejudice or bias, or because it's wrong. Let's keep it going.
And that's okay. But to find kids who are just like him, with the heels and the makeup and the clothes and dancing and singing, it's like a piece of a puzzle that has all come together now.
Let me just stop it there. I haven't said anything because I want to puke in my mouth. But, my kids, they're about to be, 8? They're 8 and 9, but she's about to be 10, right? I don't allow them to wear heels. Lipstick is not on the table. That stuff is just, whatever. They play dress up in princess with my sister, and that's limited. They don't go out that way. And to parade your child around whether it's in drag or not, by sexualizing them, it's insane. And when they're talking about pieces of a puzzle, what puzzle is it? What crazy puzzle are we talking about in a world that, again, we're using kids as sexual objects? It's really rough for me to watch this.
Yeah, it's extremely disturbing. That's why I have to give that warning. Play a little bit of that background because we can't play some of the music here. But
they have a boy in a corset.
Yeah, like short skirts, dancing around. In again, very disturbing, obvious ways. There's a guy dressed up as a dog. They had one of the dog people over there. Did you see that, Jason?
Yeah.
Wait, go back a little bit. They had the dog fetish people. That is also a new thing coming out of. Wait. Over here, right there. Pause it. That's one of the people who sexualize dogs that we covered before. Yeah, literally, with children dressed again. This is messed up, man. There's a group of people that have sexual fantasies with dogs, and pretend that they're dogs and like whip each other around and all this. We covered this previously before, but this is disturbing.
And one of the other things that I don't like, Luke. Yeah,
like what is that's not okay. Pause that. That's not okay. And there's more talking points that are absolutely insane. You had something to say, Jason?
Yeah. Again, when they're talking about kids singing and dancing, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, a lot of dance studios in my neighborhood, and a lot of kids in the toddler to preteen to tween taking dance lessons. You know what? They're not sexualized. And when they are, I call it out. Because I've been to these, talent shows and stuff. And unfortunately, yeah, younger and younger, I see girls doing things, especially online, that I think are inappropriate for that age level, dance routines and whatnot. But to equate that somehow with dressing your kid up sexually in any way, shape, or form, straight, not, drag, not, I think is perverse. You can teach your kid can enjoy dancing without kicking their leg up in a dress in front of grown men.
As money is being thrown, which you see the money there too, being exchanged. Again, this is what happens at strip clubs. Why is it happening with children? Why are people afraid to say no, that this is not okay? People are afraid to talk about this. Me and Jason have to think of, oh crap, we're going to get hit here pretty hard. This is important, all right? This is important because this is financed, promoted, paid for by, of course, the Canadian taxpayer. This is what your taxes are going to up in Canada, you sick Canucks. Play the audio because there's some more talking points here.
Sexualizing them. It's about
Wait, I want to play that again because they try to defend themselves that they're not child abusers.
What bothers me was, getting called a child abuser and that we're, sexualizing them.
It's about expression. You are the art, and it's extreme. Look at the Sistine Chapel. If that isn't extreme, what is?
Especially we're in the middle of the Bible Belt.
There's
a lot of
Pause it. This is not the Sistine Chapel. This is wrong. What twisted mentality do you have to compare this to the Sistine Chapel? And look what they say next. Oh, we're in the Bible Belt. Let's go. Let's keep it going here.
Racist people, but
racist people.
A good support system.
See, if you don't like kids dancing around with lipstick and dresses and corsets, you're a bigot. You're a racist. In fact, if you're in the Bible Belt and you're religious, well, then you're a bigot and you're racist. Can we continue?
Yeah. I mean, look at the false idols, like false arguments that they're making here. Oh, you don't agree with this? You're a racist. You're a homophobe. Guess what? I'm not racist. I'm not a homophobe. I have nothing against other individuals of whatever preferences and choice or color they choose. I don't care. It doesn't matter. As long as they're not hurting anyone. But there's an argument to be made here, a very serious one about child abuse that needs to be discussed. And the little arguments that they make here are absolutely, totally stupid and not based in any reality at all.
I don't want to be mad at you. Tomorrow is the drag performance. Do you feel ready?
I actually love drag.
I can't.
Yeah, this is.
They're all having so much fun. It's slow-mo shots. Listen, I've been in groups of kids. Yeah, they have fun. They have fun when they're not in lipstick and they're not in dresses either. And this one starts talking about how his makeup doesn't look good today. I just can't. Luke.
And a lot of these kids are on hormone therapies that have irreversible damage to their physical, biological bodies that they can't reverse. And so many of these children have significantly more problems growing up, especially mentally, physically in their lives, than of course other people. And again, I just want to bring up this article here. Cut me off if you were talking. If I cut you off, let me know, Jason.
Well, no, I didn't say anything.
Okay. I want to bring this article up by the Science of People. It's thescienceofpeople.com, and they talk about makeup and how it enhances and seduces people. They talk about how blush and how studies have shown that having a pink tint on your cheeks makes you look younger and, to the subconscious mind, slightly aroused, because for many it resembles their natural color in sensual state. They do the same about your eyeliner, eyeshadow, your lipstick, the high heels, everything that is meant for women to entice men to be seduced to have sex with. That it's not bigoted or racist to talk about that, because that's the true scientific nature of makeup, all right? Of trying to entice and to seduce. That's what our natural biology is. Children should not be doing this. Children should not have any of these things by them. These are the biggest ramifications. This is the sexualization of children promoted, pushed for by government. I mean, there's instances where we documented where kids are walking home from school. Literally, social workers are called on the parents, and children are threatened to be taken away, or even taken away for literally just walking from school one day by themselves. But dressing up, sexualizing children as, I mean, I hate to say it, but I don't want to go there with her dressing these kids up as that's somehow fine in our society. That's somehow brave. That's somehow open-minded. That's somehow incredible. Come on. This is absolutely disturbing. We need to get a grip on things, and as a society, call things out and not allow government institutions with your money to try to run this kind of propaganda that is destroying the minds of so many different people. That's basically what I have to say. Jason, anything else you want to say before closing it off?
No, that's about it. I hate doing these stories. I hate the fact that there are people that think it's okay to sexualize their child in any way, shape, or form, and even more so that people are promoting this through mass media all over the place. And I can't even give my opinion by saying certain words without being demonetized, depersoned on Facebook, and just censored all around. It's kind of gross. So, guys, if you like what we do 4 videos a day across 2 separate platforms. Please subscribe to both Pulse and We Are Change. Ring that bell for notifications. Share this stuff on social media. Not sure how much longer you're even going to be able to do that. But most importantly, get out there and be the change you want to see in the world.